Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com bringing you my review plus on-feet video of the brand new Adidas RG3 Energy Boost trainers. Now as you can see, it comes in your standard black and white Adidas box. Give you a quick look at the label, listed as the RG3 Energy Boost, size 9.5 US. The colorway is white, metallic silver, and black, and the retail price is not listed, but these guys retail for $140 US. This is the brand new football training signature model for Robert Griffin III, aka RG3. He plays for the Washington Redskins in the NFL. And that's about all I can tell you about him. I'm not a huge fan of American football or the NFL. I watch a game from time to time. I know how the game works. I know the rules and stuff like that. I've never played myself, and it's just one of those sports that I honestly never got into. With that being said, I have been anticipating this shoe for quite a while now. They've been showing it on several sneaker blogs for, I want to say, the last 6 months or so. And like I said, I've been kind of counting down the days until Adidas finally released it. And that day has come, and I have to say I'm really happy with the final outcome. It's an extremely impressive shoe. In my opinion, one of the most exciting releases of 2014 thus far. It features Adidas's signature Energy Boost foam, which if you haven't tried yet, I would strongly recommend. The Adidas Pure Boost is one of those shoes that I think is a good starting point if you really want to experience what Energy Boost is all about. Very comfortable foam cushioning system, and I'm actually really curious to see how it's going to feel in a training model. It's great for running in that it's very responsive and has that nice kind of bouncy feel, but as far as training models go, it almost feels like it would be too cushioned and would be somewhat unstable. But obviously Adidas has made a pretty elaborate design here in order to incorporate the Energy Boost cushioning and adequate stability. So again, very curious to try these out. If you guys are interested in a pair of these for yourself in the launch color that I have right here, in my opinion, one of the coolest colorways that we've seen so far anyways, I'll leave a link down below in the description to the review page on my website. They are still available in this colorway at a couple of different places. I don't think they'll be available for too much longer though. So again, if you want a pair, that link is down below. Be sure to go ahead and check it out. So as far as what the shoe is all about, it is a football training model. That's why you see this kind of more aggressive turf type of traction pattern on the bottom, but they still are very wearable on concrete as a kind of a workout shoe or even just an everyday walk around training model, depending on what you really like the look of. To me, it's performance oriented, but at the same time very premium looking, especially in this colorway that more or less lacks any Adidas branding, something that I think is particularly cool when a brand does something like that, when they're gutsy enough to kind of not incorporate their Adidas stripes in this particular situation and really just kind of show off the design of the shoe, which I think Adidas has done an absolutely phenomenal job with. Normally the Adidas stripes would be right here on this plastic heel counter. You can actually see the little kind of areas where the Adidas stripes would normally be in the form of a graphic painted on the heel counter, but instead this colorway features this very cool kind of zigzag camo graphic in white and black featured through the midsole, the heel counter, and then the strap going across the front of the shoe. There's also subtle kind of camo graphics throughout the shoe that you guys will see in just a second, but overall really big fan of this colorway. It's very simple, obviously pretty much just black and white. And then the metallic silver portion of the shoe is going to be in this little piece right here. It's a kind of a plastic insert in the actual heel area, right here at the heel, on both the lateral and medial sides. It's there kind of as a support element from what I can tell so far. Again, it's a training shoe, so it's designed to make quick lateral changes of direction, so they don't want it to be too unstable with the ultra soft Energy Boost foam. So again, curious to see how it's going to perform. And you also have some metallic silver in the underlay here on this kind of fused mesh upper. So you have a fused top layer and then a mesh top layer and then like a plasticky fused underlayer material, which like I said is kind of metallic silver, and it really pops against that white background. You have this kind of shiny white fuse going across the toe, your RG3 branding right there, right at the base of the laces. The lace holes have these little plastic areas right here, and then you're actually going to find these little chrome pieces right here in the middle of the lacing system. This one says Faith, Family, and Football, and then on the medial side you're going to see that it says Never Quit, which I think is pretty cool, and it's the same words on either shoe for those wondering, but like I said, it says two different things on the lateral and medial side. It features flat laces, as you guys can see, white in color with these little black specks that I think look pretty cool. Your RG3 logo, which is really good looking in my opinion, right here on the top of the tongue, and then again you have that kind of camo graphic behind it. As far as the strap goes, it's actually really interesting. It's more of a mid-cut shoe, and the strap kind of goes diagonally through the middle of the foot. It has Velcro right here, and it's a really high quality Velcro. You can see this is the rough side. This would be the kind of softer, stickier side. And again, it works extremely well. You have that same graphic on the underside of the strap. And just like the Zoom Revis, which is a shoe that kind of reminds me of this from Nike, it has that little extra piece of Velcro. So while you're tying the shoes, you can kind of just put the strap right there. It sticks to that piece of Velcro, and the strap is more or less out of the way as you tie your laces. So that's kind of a neat little element. And then another one of those hidden elements on the shoe is you actually have these little kind of wings that go from the back of the heel into the lacing system that are independent from the rest of the upper. So that's kind of cool. It's going to act as a support system, kind of locking your heel inside of the shoe. You have that on both the lateral and medial sides, as you guys can see. And again, it's just one of those elements that I was not expecting, and really adds to the overall premium yet performance-oriented vibe of this particular shoe. So I'll put the strap back. On the heel liner, you can see that it's all white, and when you remove the insole, which I've already done here, you're sitting directly on Boost foam. So that is really exciting to me, and it means it's going to be a very comfortable shoe. So the Boost foam is visible on the lateral side pretty much up to the midfoot, and then on the medial side you can see it goes a little bit further. When you actually look on the inside of the shoe, the Boost foam cuts off right about here on the shoe. So it's pretty much full-length Boost foam. Just the very tip of the toe is more of a standard foam, and you can see on the outside where you have this kind of camo graphic printed, it's more of a kind of harder foam carrier for that Boost foam, so it's not going to expand too much. It's going to provide that little bit of lateral stability for when you are making those cuts, because this is a training model, but you're still going to maintain the cushioning of the Energy Boost foam, which is really important, and like I said, extremely comfortable if you've never tried a pair of Energy Boost shoes from Adidas yet. The insoles are fully removable, and you can see one of them says Robert in black with that camo pattern in the background, and then the other one says Griffin the Third, which again, kind of a cool little theme here going on with the insoles. I'm pretty sure every colorway will have his name on them, with probably a different pattern on the background. And then it's pretty much just a standard thin foam material. You don't honestly need too much because you're sitting directly on that Boost foam, which is going to provide the majority of the cushioning. But nonetheless, this does provide some really good step-in comfort, and it's nice that they incorporated that little extra detail in the form of his name on the insoles. Moving on to the very bottom of the shoe, you have a solid white rubber for the majority of the outsole, and then these little black pod areas that, again, it's not a different type of rubber, it's just there simply for visuals, kind of just showing off these targeted zones. You can see it actually says Boost in the foam, kind of like pressed in right here in this little exposed area at the heel. And then there's actually visible plastic inserts right here in these little strips on both the lateral and medial side. I believe that's there something as kind of a stiffener, kind of a midfoot stiffener, and just to allow for some extra responsiveness. So unlike a lot of the Boost shoes, which are very flexible because they don't add any plastic, this has some resistance to it just to have that, like I said, nice responsive push off when you are accelerating as a training model. So that's pretty much it as far as all the exterior details are concerned. If you guys want to see some of the other details with this particular trainer, check out the review page on my website. It features images that I took myself that'll give you a better idea as to some of the closer details on the shoe itself. So be sure to go ahead and check that out if you're interested in the pair. But like I said, that's pretty much it as far as details go. And move on next to a quick on feet so you can get a better idea as to how these shoes look, and of course what the sizing is like. Alright, here's a look at the RG3 Energy Boost on feet with a pair of shorts. Again, I'm a really big fan of how this shoe looks, especially in the simple black and white color. It's pretty straightforward in that it's a mostly white shoe, so they're nice and bright, but this kind of black and white camo pattern they have on here really gives it a nice unique look. And again, the lack of Adidas branding on the shoe to me is just a really cool element of this particular colorway. In terms of the fit and overall comfort of this shoe, they are extremely comfortable, which is to be expected with anything that features Adidas's Energy Boost foam in the midsole. And again, it's just really nice. You get that really kind of responsive yet extremely kind of cushioned underfoot feel. It's really, really unique. If you haven't tried an Energy Boost shoe yet, I would strongly recommend doing so. It is honestly the most comfortable foam cushion you can find on any shoe, in my opinion, and they feel absolutely fantastic in the RG3 Energy Boost trainer. It's still responsive, but at the same time has more of a stable feel in comparison to something like the Adidas Pure Boost, which is kind of just straight cushion. This one is cushioned, but at the same time feels relatively stable and supportive due to other elements that they've incorporated into the shoe. As far as sizing goes, I'm wearing my usual size 9.5 US, and the fit and length is absolutely perfect. They definitely do run true to size, so if you are planning on ordering a pair for yourself, I would strongly recommend going true to size for the best possible fit. Alright, here's a look at the RG3 Energy Boost shoes on feet with a pair of pants. And again, I think that while the shoe is more performance oriented, the design as a whole and the materials they've used still come across as very, very premium. So not only are they very comfortable, they also look the part. So whether you want to wear this as a training model for performance purposes or as an everyday casual wear shoe, especially in this black and white colorway, it definitely is, like I said, a very, very wearable shoe, not to mention they are extremely comfortable. So that's pretty much it as far as the on-feet portion of this video is concerned. I'll move on next to my final thoughts. Alright guys, that's it for my review of the Adidas RG3 Energy Boost trainers. Huge fan of this shoe, extremely comfortable. I love how it looks. It has all the performance elements you could possibly want, but still has that nice premium look. This is one of those shoes that I honestly do plan on picking up in multiple colorways just because I really do like them that much. And again, I couldn't be happier with the RG3 signature football training model from Adidas. It really is that good of a shoe, and if you like the design, I would strongly recommend picking them up because they're really comfortable and just really high quality overall. Again, if you guys are interested in a pair for yourself, check out the review page on my website linked down below. Also on that review page, aside from the buy it now links, you'll find the high quality images of the shoe that I took myself that'll give you a better idea as to how they actually do look in person, as well as some close-up looks on some of the details that you might not necessarily see in this video or in most online pictures. So again, check that out if you want more details. If you have any questions regarding the shoe at all, be sure to leave those down below in the comment section. And also, if you have any suggestions for shoes you'd like to see featured on the channel, be sure to leave those suggestions down below in the comments. Always open to hearing what you guys want to see as far as content is concerned. So again, leave your suggestions down below. If you enjoyed today's video and found it helpful, be sure to support it with a like. Subscribe if you haven't already for more sneaker reviews, of course. All my social media information is down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. And as always, thanks for watching.